Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Watakee. I'm from English Education Department, Semester 5. Today, in this video, I would like to explain about descriptive text and then narrative text and the last procedure text. For the first descriptive text, for definition, that is kind of text which describe particular person, thing, animal, and public place in details. The purpose of this text to describe particular person, thing, animal, and public place. For the generic structure, first identification. It is to introduce a text uh, this section in first paragraph. The goal is to identify something to describe or despite. And the second structure is uh, description. It is to describe particular person, things, animal, and public place being described. This section in the second paragraph and so on contain the property inherent in something that you already introduced to the reader in the first paragraph. For language feature that use simple present and adjective has, have, and is. For the second kind of text is narrative text. For definition, a narrative text is a kind of text to retell the story that past tense. The purpose of the text is to entertain or almost the reader or listener about the story. For the generic structure is first orientation. It is set the sense and introduce the participant. It answer the question who, when, what, and where. For the second structure is complication. It is tells the problem of the story and how the main character solve them. And the third resolution, it is the crisis is resolved for better or worse. And fourth is reorientation. Uh, it is the ending of story, maybe happy ending or sad ending. And the last alphabetization. It is the stepping back to alphabet the story or the moral message of the story. For language feature that use activity verb, active active verb, and use past tense and use conjunction and the first person or the first person or the third person. The first person I or we. For the third person is he, she, or they. And use specific noun. And the last use adjective and adverb. And the last kind of text is procedure text. For definition of procedure text is a text that designed to describe how something and achieve through a sequence of action or step. It's, it explains how people perform different process in in sequence of step. For the generic structure, number one, goals. It is contain the purpose of the text, and then and second is material or ingredient. It is content of the materials that used in the process. For the third step, it is content of the step to make something in the goal. For language feature, language feature, language feature uh, that use a simple present tense and use of imperative, use action verb and use connective, and the last use adverbial past. Ad, uh, ad, adverbial past. Uh, that is all from me. I think enough for this video about. I think enough about uh, three kind of text: descriptive text, and narrative text, and procedure text. Uh, and the last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.